Hey guys, so I've been kind of hiding out during this pandemic. It's kind of the perfect time to be a hermit. And I haven't been on social media. I haven't been really, I've been in contact with some people, but I've just kind of been alone. And I've been working really hard on this new album that is basically my story of chasing shuttles. And it's made me realize just how much I miss so many people and how much I want to reconnect. And so I'm using my favorite and best form of communication, music. So for all my 133 friends, especially this first song for my big house friends, this is for you. Yesterday, I wasn't quite sure what I was getting into. Yesterday, I wasn't quite sure you were even real. Now everything has changed and I can't even begin to comprehend, let alone explain all I feel. Yesterday, I was debating if I should even come. Yesterday, I was feeling homesick and oh, so alone. Journey that had only just begun. Little did I expect I was actually coming home. A beautiful house with a beautiful view, but not nearly as beautiful as you. Strangers moved in and a family was born. Lifelong bonds so quickly formed. When love is pure and fun is had, even disappointments don't seem so bad, since there is someone to hold on to, and a smiling face always to turn to. Yesterday, I thought I'd learned a lot of lessons in life. Yesterday, I thought I'd made the most of what it can provide. Then we met and I quickly came to realize yesterday's lessons could no longer be alive. A beautiful house with a beautiful view, but not nearly as beautiful as you. Strangers moved in and a family was born. Lifelong bonds so quickly formed. When love is pure and fun is had, even disappointments don't seem so bad, since there is someone to hold on to, and a smiling face always to turn to. Down by the dolphins play. Nighttime brings its starry display, until the sun rises over the cape to light another magical may have had more money, but that can't make you wealthy. I would spend anything if only that meant we could stay. But everywhere I go, you will be with me. A beautiful house with a beautiful view, but not nearly as beautiful as you. Strangers living and a family was born. Lifelong bonds so quickly formed. When love is pure and fun is had, even disappointments don't seem so bad. Since there is someone to hold on to, and a smiling face always to turn to. 'Cause there is someone to hold on to, and a smiling face always to turn to. Turn to. 'Cause I love you. I guess I'm a little nervous. Got sweaty hands. It's like playing in Florida again. So this next song is very, very, very special because it's a parody and it was written by a few Space Tweeps. It's Jen and Jeff and Joy wrote this while we were sitting there being very frustrated with Discovery not launching. And they gave it to me to perform, and I just love it. They did such a great job. I hope anyone who's watching it, this enjoys the heck out of it too. Discovery, the stubborn old thing, lived by the sea and waited in the autumn mist that covered KSC. All the eager Space Tweeps loved that rascal ship, and Baby Yoda tweeted and took lots of fancy pics. Oh, Discovery, the stubborn old thing, lived by the sea and waited in the autumn mist that covered KSC. Discovery, the stubborn old thing, lived by the sea and waited in the autumn mist that covered KSC. They all traveled to the island made for space. Space Tweeps kept constant lookout for updates on her fate. Pressman and NASA staff would smile whenever they came. Lesser ships would lower their flags at the sight of Discovery's fame. Oh, Discovery, the stubborn old thing, lived by the sea and waited in the autumn mist that covered KSC. Discovery, the stubborn old thing, lived by the sea and waited in the autumn mist that covered KSC. A dream lives forever, but not so launch windows. Painted wings and giant buildings make way for other shows. One great day it happened, Space Tweeps could stay no more. So Discovery, that spaceship, sat to wait once more. Her wings still stood out proudly, she knew it must be so. Discovery put safety first before she would go. Even without her Space Tweeps, Discovery would fly. So Discovery, the lightest spaceship, And this broadcasting stuff is weird. I'm so used to playing like for people and having feedback. Although I don't know why I haven't played out in public for probably 5 years. But hermit. Anyway, this song I wrote literally while waiting for Discovery, like between parts 1 and 2. I guess you could say that was like, Jen and Joy and Jeff's way of sharing the experience. This is sort of my version of that. It's not like being a fan of anything else. Waiting for news on the status report of my favorite news. When she might fly is anyone's guess. My life is on hold now, but I guess way on the space flight is dangerous. But then up to spare over how timing up access. So we sit here and wait for any crowd. Reading reports and they smart us with the life of a space geek is not like that of any other man. Day by day, you'll learn that life resists any attempt to plan. And plane tickets canceled, finding myself once again baffled. Will Florida come before or after Houston? At least I know what my credits will be used on. Chasing launches and when in new suit, having a chance to talk rockets, thrusting his shoes with someone who actually has an opinion, even if we can't find anything to agree on. The life of a space geek is not like that of any other fan. Day by day, week by week, you learn that life resists any attempt to plan. Musicians have tour dates, movies have premieres. Companies carefully calculate and plan for months or years. But when you just love space, you matter the least. So you gather in or join the race to attend the feast. Frustrations take build up, patience may wane, but then the day comes, it wasn't in vain. For you never will see such a spectacular show, or hear a more beautiful word than go. The lovers in Hollywood or Madison now. After all, this is real life, and you have a seat at the forefront of human endeavor. Suddenly all your sacrifices seem clever. Oh, the life of a space geek is not like that of any other fan. Day by day, week by week, you'll learn that life resists any attempt to plan. Oh, the life of a space geek. If Shuttle, Falcon, Soyuz or Ariane make your heart race and your knees weak, you'll learn that life resists any grab a drink. So, and if anyone watches this who doesn't know the story, STS-133 was supposed to take off in November of 2010, and a whole bunch of us, 150 of us, were invited by NASA to come to its freedom. And it didn't launch, and it didn't launch, and it didn't launch, and it was so disappointing. And then we got sent home because it wasn't going to happen. The date got set for February. And a bunch of us traveled through most of that time. We sort of were at a loss. We didn't know if we'd get invited back. We didn't know what was going to happen. And then finally we got the news that we were going to get to go back and we were going to do this all over again. So we rented houses, we gathered, and we were on pins and needles. So it took probably about 8 years to even start putting that day in February 24th, 10 years ago today, into any form of words or music. It was that overwhelming. So this is my attempt to share what that felt like. We've waited so long, been strung along. No one compares how it is. From far-flung homes and months-long roads, we gather here again. There's finally time for this. It's today the day we finally find what we come for. Is today the day our spirits with this rocket soar? Is today a day that will change us forevermore? Is today our day? As we assemble, I feel a tremble, simmering nerves mixed with deep delight. Clock keeps ticking, lumps and threads sticking. We gather on the shore, and our hopes finally take flight. Is today the day we finally find what we've come for? Is today the day our spirits with this rocket soar? Is today a day that will change us forevermore? Is today our day? We stand with arms wrapped tightly around our shore. We could take another leg down already. Our shared memories could be really enough. To kill a whole transmissions going in and out of sync. Confusion about not sure what to think, but every tick of the clock and every thump makes us jump with ever growing hope. Nothing could be this land. But here we are standing hand in hand as love spreads through this hollow land. Moving some dreams we come true. 'Cause today's the day we finally found what we came for. 'Cause today's the day our spirits with this rocket soar. 'Cause today's the day that will change us forevermore. Today is our day. Yesterday's the day we finally found what we came for. Yesterday's the day our spirits with this rocket soar. Yesterday's the day that will change us forevermore. Today is our day. Yesterday is our day. Yesterday is our day. Woo! I just knocked my little footstool over. I'm going to show this to you guys because it's so cute. My dad carved this for his grandmother, and then I inherited it from his grandmother, or from my grandmother, his mother. Anyway, this is now my handy footstool, and hopefully my grandmother and great-grandmother would be very proud and excited. So now I'm going to do something a little different. I don't usually play a lot of covers, but through this pandemic, I have been getting one song stuck in my head just over and over. And so I finally sat down and I learned how to play it. And it's so cool because it's one of my all-time favorite songs, and I never thought I'd play it. And I made it a little bit my own. And this is my wish to everybody during this time when life is crazy and everything's turned upside down. My wish is that you take the message in this song and take it to heart and find a way to not waste your time. Last Sunday morning, sunshine fell like rain. Week before, they all seemed the same. With the help of love and true friends, I've come to realize I still have two strong legs and even wings to fly. So I ain't wasting time no more. Time goes by like pouring and faster things. Lord, Miss Sally, why are you crying? Been around here 3 long days, looking like you're dying. Just step yourself outside, look up at the stars above. Go on downtown, baby, find somebody to love. Meanwhile, I ain't wasting time no more. Time goes by like pouring rain and much faster things. You don't need no symbol to tell you why. You can't let one precious day slip by. Look inside yourself if you don't see what you want. Maybe sometimes then you don't. Well, leave your mind alone, just get high, or just get high. till many years have gone. So none the war freaks die off, leaving us alone. Raise our children in the peace where we can. It's up to you and me, sister, time and time and time again. Meanwhile, I ain't wasting time no more. Time goes by like pouring rain, running up to the subway train. Don't forget the pouring rain. Woo. And since I just got confirmation that I'm pretty sure my friend Kat is watching right now, I'm gonna throw in a special song that actually it's inspired. I learned this song because when she got married, I was helping her with some of her wedding stuff, doing some designs for her, and her wedding theme was Starry Nights, and it was like stars and birds, and I kept finding myself getting the exact same Mamas and the Papas song stuck in my head while I was working on it. And then I realized the lyrics are just perfect for her and her husband. Unfortunately, they've had to spend a lot of time apart in their 1 year of marriage. Or now a year and a half of marriage, they've spent like less than half a year together. So thanks to the pandemic and being in different countries. So like, it seems almost prophetic that I learned this song because they reminded me of it. So I hope this is best wishes to Kat and Kaveh, and I hope that this is how your whole marriage goes. It's just like, think of the lessons in this song and remember that you're together no matter how far you are apart. Stars shining bright above me. Night breezes seem to whisper, I love you. Birds singing in the sycamore tree. Dream a little dream of me. Saying nighty night and kiss me. Hold me tight and tell me you miss me. While I'm alone and blue as can be. Dream a little dream of me. Stars fading, but I linger on, dear. Still craving your kiss. I'm longing to linger till dawn, dear. Just saying this. Sweet dreams till sunbeams find you. Sweet dreams to leave all worries far behind you. And in those dreams, whatever they be, dream a little dream of me. Stars fading, but I linger on, dear. Still craving your kiss. I'm longing to linger till dawn, dear. Just saying this. Sweet dreams till sunbeams find you. Sweet dreams to leave all worries far behind you. And in those dreams, whatever they be, dream a little dream of, dream a little dream of me. Woo! I wasn't planning to play that, and that's one of the hardest songs I know. So, anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. I love that song, and obviously, my name's Cassie. I love Mama Cass. So, but boy, they wrote some hard songs for folk music. Folk music's usually the easiest music. And then you try to play Mamas and the Papas. Anyway, So I want to throw in another song that's from Shuttle Chasing Days, but this is actually was inspired by STS 131, and I was just talking about a couple who lives in Australia. Now I'm going to talk about my Aussie me. And Andrea, if you're out there, get in touch with me, okay? Late night blinking hard just to need a break. Some conversation, who else could be awake? Luckily it's not nighttime everywhere. My antidote was just waiting out there. On paper we may not have much in common. She makes aircraft fly and I'm just a musician. Completely different lines of world apart. But biographies don't show what's in your heart. Bring a little life to that never seems to end. And across the globe we landed and then our adventures prove we have found a friend. Like some wish may never be found again. Found again. Didn't take long for us to find. We seem to almost share the same mind. Such different paths to arrive at the same place. Every subject of mental embrace. I was nervous when she crossed the ocean. Would she be the very same person? But from the moment we hugged hello, we were right back in our usual flow. We let all my life to the never seems to end. Across the globe we bonded and then our adventures prove we have found a friend. The lights of which may never be found again. Found again. Found again. Everywhere we went became a playground. Nothing is boring with her around. Even sharing a whole night over coffee was more fun than almost any party. Gallivanting all along the East Coast, winding up where we wanted to be most. A luckily that has brought us together. It became a bond that would last forever. We let all the laughter that never seems to end. And across the globe we bonded and then our adventures proved we found a friend. The lights of which may never be found again. Found again. Found Late night working hard just to need a break. But now I know someone else is awake. Yeah, this is awkward. This is my first stream, if anybody doesn't know. I have no idea what I'm doing. I don't do video. I try to avoid cameras. This is all new to me. I don't really understand it, but I got a good mic. So anyway, I'm going to wrap this up soon, but I'm going to debut one more song. I don't think anybody's heard like a lot of the stuff I've been playing tonight. Not all of it. I debuted Life of a Space Geek at Space Up Houston memorably. That was a pretty big hit there. That was pretty cool. But a lot of this stuff I've written since I've been in touch with almost anyone. So yeah, I hope you're enjoying the new stuff. And there'll be an album soon. It's almost done. Like, well, recording is an issue right now, but I got a lot of songs written. So this is probably going to be the song that wraps it up. And it's a song called Lessons from Space. And it's going to seem like it has nothing to do with space if you pay attention to the lyrics, because it's literally written from things. Most of the things were inspired by things astronauts said to me about their time in space. You hear a lot of consistent messages. No matter how different people were when they went up to space, you hear a lot of consistent messages when they come back. And it's also inspired by the space tweet community and how we managed to be together even when we were across the planet from each other. And then we'd actually come together and it would be even more magical. Sometimes with online people, you don't know who you're going to meet. And then when you meet people and they're exactly who you expected, it's like magic. And so we went through this whole experience together. And then also at the time, there were like Arab Spring was happening and people were trying to like shut off the internet in all these countries, and all these amazing people were like hooking people up with VPNs and finding ways to like create internet where where it was supposed to be shut down. And I was thinking about all these different things together, all this technology, and how like if we learn from these things, we can actually use these lessons to make a better world for everyone. And let me tell you, I started playing this song at the beginning of the pandemic and I was like, wow, I feel like we need this now. So I don't know. I hope somebody else, at least one other person, feels that way. I'm going to try finger picking. We'll see if this works. Just a moment. Again, sweaty hands, always fun. At least it's not humid like Florida. My guitar used to drip water when I was playing because it would capture so much from the air alone. It's amazing. Fingers tap away, glancing over the keys, wish notes on their way, line the digital breeze, little love notes from afar to remind us we are not so distant after all. On this little rock of green and blue, boundaries are fiction and nature is true. Through ways open, never again can isolation's darkest clouds descend. It's hard to ignore what happens to a friend. Strangers no more. Our neighborhood extends. even out past our foes. We share all of the throes, together through it all. On this little rock of green and blue, boundaries are fiction and nature is true. Through ways open, never again can isolation's darkest clouds descend. Dreaming together brings our dreams within reach. Now we can dream bigger. So much to learn and teach. No more standing alone. We share more than a home. Better together through it all. On this little rock of green and blue, boundaries are fiction and nature is true. Through ways open, never again can isolation's darkest clouds descend. Clouds descend. Never again. 'Cause now you're my friend. Okay, so that was an ugly note at the end. I hope y'all like that one. It's like the nearest and dearest to my heart in many ways. And I know I'm just a crazy hippie who, actually believes in things like, getting along with people in other places. And, I know it's not always the most popular opinion, but, if I didn't have friends all over the world, I'd really be alone now. And I haven't felt alone one single moment of this pandemic, not one of it. And it's largely because of people in Italy, Germany, Australia. They feel so close, and that's a beautiful thing. I only have like one friend left that's local to me anymore, and it's okay because I have friends everywhere I go, and that's largely thanks to being a space fan. So it's a special community, and I'm gonna wrap this up, and because now I'm becoming a mushy mess. I can't believe Discovery was like 133. Discovery's last launch was 10 years ago. It feels like absolutely it was either yesterday or it was like dozens of years ago. As much as I like being home alone and with my partner Woody, and kind of like this world of not socializing in real life, I've met the most amazing people. I really have, and I don't take that for granted for 1 second. So if we haven't been in touch, because I haven't been on social media, find a way to reach out. It doesn't mean that I don't want to talk to people. So anyway, I guess I should wrap this up. Like I said before, I'm a mush, although it's too late. And I know that if there's anybody watching this, they probably have one song that they want to hear. So I'm going to give you what you want. went to the moon because of some lines in a speech that inspires to stay. More about Earth from orbit than we can in any other way. If we spend and we spend and we spend and we spend on corporate welfare that will never end, programs that waste more than they create. If we're happy to let NASA play, so let's fix it for NASA. Show our love for a program that actually works. The cookies are sure to be out of this world, even our Astros as clerks. If us and shoes learn firsthand why we need these adventures in space, how it affects them directly at home, and elevates the whole human race. A very large chunk of what sets us apart is our driving to explore. Humans are best when we're trying to test our limits and find even more. The more that we learn, the less that we know. So further on still, we must go to answer the questions that in the past didn't even know to ask. So let's hold a fix it for NASA. Show our love for a program that actually works. The cookies are sure to be out of this world, even our Astros clerks. If us and shoes learn firsthand why we need these adventures in space, how it affects them directly at home, and elevates the whole human race. To turn this whole endeavor over to private investors and other lands, we'll be giving up the greatest power we have in our nation's hands. Shaking funds a bank until we have fed everyone. We produce more food than ever before because what NASA has done. Nearly every invention created for space on Earth has found a useful place, saving some lives and improving many more that we've never seen before. So let's hold a fix it for NASA. Show our love for a program that actually works. The cookies are sure to be out of this world, even our Astros as clerks. If us and shoes learn firsthand why we need these adventures in space, how it affects them directly at home, and elevates the whole human race. In these days where folks are always trying to take real science out of schools, we need to step up our efforts of elimination of fools. 1 4 days extolling ways investment in NASA makes sense. But I wrote this song to face those who are wrong and think it's a wasteful expense. I will dare to say it's our greatest success. Less than 1% is hardly excess in a budget that keeps us all in debt. At least here we will see what we get. So that's what NASA. Show our love for a program that actually works. The cookies are sure to be out of this world, even our Astros as clerks. If us and shoes learn firsthand why we need these adventures in space, how it affects them directly at home, and elevates the whole thanks y'all for watching. I see there's some people, and I really appreciate it. Again, if you're like, one of my friends from all this, reach out, get in touch. You can, I do get notifications for Twitter DMs only. So that's one way. Other than that, yeah, I love you guys. I miss you guys. I hope you enjoyed this. This is done purely because I miss people. So, thank you. And we'll see if I get the guts to broadcast again. Have a great night and happy 10 years.